Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to beautiful Buffalo, New York, and to the commissioning ceremony of USS Little Rock.
On behalf of the Secretary of the Navy and for the President of the United States, I hereby place the United States ship Little Rock in commission. May God bless and guide this warship and all who sail in her.
Thank you, Vice Admiral McCollum. Executive Officer, hoist the colors and the commission pennant.
Aye, aye, sir. Little Rock. Attention. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. I direct your attention to the ship's mast as we hoist the colors and the commission pennant. Quartermaster, hoist the colors and the commission pennant.
Aye, aye, sir.
Captain, the colors and commission pennant are flying over USS Little Rock.
Very well.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
I will now read my orders. From Chief of Navy Personnel to Commander Todd D. Peters, United States Navy. Subject, Bupers Orders Number 0347. When directed by Reporting Senior, assume duties as Commanding Officer, Pre-Commissioning Unit Little Rock, for duties in conjunction with fitting out. Upon commissioning of USS Little Rock, report for duty as Commanding Officer. Vice Admiral McCollum, USS Little Rock is in commission, and I am in command. Executive Officer, set the watch.
Aye, aye, sir. Officer of the deck, set the first watch.
Aye, sir.
The officer of the deck is the commanding officer's direct representative, and while on watch, is responsible for the safe and smooth operation of the ship and her crew. The long glass is the traditional symbol of an officer of the deck's authority in a ship of the line. We are honored today to have our Buffalo Committee Chairman, Mr. Mo Laylon, here to assist in setting our first watch. He will pass our ship's long glass to our first officer of the deck, Lieutenant James Costas of Cassopolis, Michigan. The petty officer of the watch is Damage Controlman Second Class Victor Sanchez of Stockton, California. The messenger of the watch is Culinary Specialist Second Class Jessica Wilansky of Burgettstown, Pennsylvania. And the boatswain's mate of the watch is Boatswain's Mate Chief Ian Howes of Brooklyn, New York.
Set the watch. On deck, Section 1.
Sir, the watch is set.
Very well. Captain, the watch is set.
Very well. We are delighted to have our sponsor, Ms. Janae Bonner, here with us today. Ms. Bonner christened the ship in Marinette, Wisconsin on July 18, 2015. Janae, I would be honored if you would join me and give the order to man our ship and bring her to life.
Thank you so much. It's an honor and privilege to be here with you. Now I get to give the great order. Officers and crew of USS Little Rock, man our ship and bring her to life.
Aye, ma'am!
Ladies and gentlemen, the crew of USS Little Rock salutes you. We are proud to serve in your great Navy. Ready? 2. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Captain, USS Little Rock is manned and ready.
Very well. Commodore Johnston, USS Little Rock is manned and ready and reports for duty.
Very well.
Vice Admiral McCollum, request permission to break your flag.
Break the flag.
Executive Officer, break the flag of the Chief of Navy Reserve.
Aye, aye, sir. Quartermaster, break the flag of the Chief of Navy Reserve.
Aye, sir.
Captain, the flag of the Chief of Navy Reserve is flying over USS Little Rock.
Very well.
Ladies and gentlemen, Commander Todd D. Peters, Commanding Officer, United States Ship Little Rock, LCS 9.
Little Rock, parade, rest. Distinguished platform participants, honored guests, families, friends, ladies and gentlemen, and most of all, to all the current and former Little Rockers, it is our pleasure to have you here with us this morning as we bring the fine name and proud legacy of USS Little Rock back to the fleet, back with a vengeance. Before I get into my remarks, I would ask everyone to take a moment now to take a good look at our ship. She is magnificent. I have been a sailor all my life, and I have been fortunate to serve in 6 different ships. I have loved them all, but none of them more so than this one. Little Rock has everything a sailor could want. She's sleek, she's agile, she's responsive, she's fast, and she's deadly. As a matter of fact, there is only one woman beautiful enough to draw my attention away from this ship. My wife of 22 years, Mary Beth, whom I'm honored to have here today. Mary Beth, I love you, and I am smart enough to know I would have never made it here without you. Thank you. No matter how beautiful, capable, or complex a ship is, systems, sensors, and weapons alone do not win battles. The difference between success and failure is the tactical prowess, technical capabilities, and fighting spirit of our sailors. Simply stated, great ships are made great by the sailors who man them. I can assure you Little Rock sailors are truly great. As a matter of fact, they are the very best I have known in more than 27 years in uniform. Each of them have dedicated more than 2 years training and preparing to man this ship. All of them have worked tirelessly to outfit and prepare her for service. These sailors executed a grueling schedule which managed to compress 120 work days of training, assessments, and evaluations into 63 calendar days, including Veterans Day and Thanksgiving. On average, they put in 14-hour days, 6 days a week, while standing duty every 3rd day. They stood topside watches exposed to the elements on 7-degree days in Wisconsin, where the real field temperature dipped down to negative 10 degrees. Days where it was so cold, pipes froze and burst in our main machinery room. They received, inventoried, and stowed 135 tri-walls of equipment, tools, and supplies, constituting more than 120,000 items. They took on and passed every assessment on the first attempt, some without the benefit of rehearsal or practice, and they are the first Atlantic Fleet LCS crew to accept and deliver a ship from the shipyard. They completed the first Atlantic Fleet LCS damage control material assessment and engineering light-off assessment, both of which were assessed well above fleet average for our cruiser and destroyer contemporaries. They have been away from their families for the past 138 days and have another 26 days to go before we reach Mayport, where Little Rock will be home ported. None of us will see our families this holiday season. They have done all of this with smiles on their faces, concern for each other, and a glowing affection for our ship, which grows daily. These sailors impress and inspire me every day, and I could not be more privileged than to serve alongside them. In addition to the sailors you see in uniform here today, I would like to recognize and thank all of our shoreside Little Rockers, the wives, husbands, children, families, and loved ones who inspire, support, and encourage us. Thank you for your love and understanding. Thank you for standing by us these past 138 days and for your continued patience in the days and months to come. Although we look forward to returning and reuniting with you 26 days from now, our days together will be few, as 2018 offers a busy spring and summer filled with underways for combat systems testing and training. As we transition to this next phase of operations, your continued understanding, support, and encouragement will be vital to our success. It is an honor and a privilege to be a Little Rock sailor, and we would like to thank and recognize the sailors who served in our namesake Little Rock. We are fortunate enough to have some of them here with us today. We appreciate the proud legacy you have built, and we are humbled to be its inheritors. Rest easy knowing we have the watch. We are also joined by sailors from our USS Little Rock Gold crew, the Scorpions. These sailors have been with us and have been invaluable to us for the past 4 months, augmenting our import watch bills and helping us fight through the challenging schedule I outlined earlier. Thank you for helping us get here. We look forward to a continued partnership as we complete Little Rock's testing and post-shakedown overhaul in preparation for her first deployment. On behalf of both crews who will sail in Little Rock, we would like to thank Commodore Johnston and the staff at Littoral Combat Ship Squadron 2 for your support, guidance, and assistance throughout the stand-up of our crews and the manning of our ship. We would also like to thank all the shipyard workers and craftsmen who built Little Rock. Lockheed Martin Corporation and Fincantieri Marinette Marine Shipyard have produced a ship second to none. And we'd like to thank you for devoting your best effort and energy into building us such a fine ship. In addition to the industry team, we would like to thank everyone in the LCS Program Executive Office and the Supervisor of Shipbuilding who not only helped ensure the quality of Little Rock, but also worked tirelessly to ensure every system and piece of equipment was fully operational and ready for use upon delivery. We have been blessed to know and work with 2 phenomenal commissioning committees in 2 different cities, each chaired by an inspired leader, Mr. Tom Prince in our namesake city of Little Rock and Mr. Maurice Nalon here in Buffalo. Gentlemen, we cannot thank you enough for the dedication and determination you have shown over the past 18 months. As a proud surface warfare officer, I hope you understand the high regard and esteem intended when I say each of you have made a fine SWO. On behalf of the entire crew, I would like to thank every member of each committee. The past 10 days have been truly amazing. You have welcomed us to your cities, embraced us as honored guests. None of us was quite prepared for the hospitality, generosity, and graciousness you have shown. In return, we would like to include you as members of our Navy family and welcome you as Little Rockers in your own right. We look forward to continued friendships with both cities and building a relationship which endures even after Little Rock's service has come to an end. To our sponsor, Ms. Janae Bonner, thank you for sharing this week with us and for dedicating your time, energy, and support. It has been a pleasure to get to know you, and we look forward to building a lasting relationship with you. You are always welcome aboard our ship, and we hope you will keep us in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you again for joining us here today as we celebrate USS Little Rock, the newest ship in the world's finest Navy. It is our privilege to serve, and it is an honor to serve in such a fine ship with such a distinguished name. On behalf of the officers, chief petty officers, and crew, we would like to send a message to the entire world, friend and foe alike. USS Little Rock, call sign Vengeance, is back.
Ship's company, attention. Will the guests please rise? Chaplain Glassmeyer will now deliver the benediction.
Let us pray. Lord, this has been a phenomenal week for the Little Rockers, for the city of Buffalo, and for our great nation. We humbly ask your blessing upon this crew. We commend this ship, the USS Little Rock, to your care and divine providence.
Defend these sailors day by day with your heavenly grace. Strengthen them in their trials and temptations. Protect them when they are in harm's way. Watch over their families during times of separation. Preserve them from the perils of the sea and the violence of the enemy. Grant them fair winds and following seas, and bring us all one day to a place of peace. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Glassmeyer. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated and remain seated for the departure of our official party.